The amazing Ferrari 296 GT3 is now available in both iRacing and Assetto Corsa Competizione. But I want to find out which sim racing title has the best version. So it's time to do battle and go head to head and find out who does it best. So here we are in Assetto Corsa Competizione in the virtual cockpit of the Ferrari 296 GT3 as we find out what sort of job Kunos have made of their version of this car. And I'll tell you what, the first thing that strikes you is the visuals of this sim racing title. It uses the Unreal Engine, and if you've got the graphical oomph and horsepower to be able to turn the graphics up, there's no denying that this is one of the most beautiful sim racing titles on the PC. And they have done a pixel perfect job of representing this Ferrari 296 in the virtual world. As you can see, they've really just captured this elegant, purposeful look of this car. Especially my favourite area, the rear around the tail lights. I just think it's so beautifully done. Oh, I just love the look of this car. So moving on from how it looks is how it sounds. And I'll tell you what, ACC have got a really good sound engine now. And this Ferrari engine sounds absolutely wonderful all the way through the rev range. But when you get it right up there at the rev limit, it really sings. It's such an amazing experience. But let's move on to the most important thing. How does it drive? How does it handle? And I'll tell you, when Kunos released version 1.9 for ACC and they completely updated, changed the tyre contact patch model from a single to a multi-point, it absolutely transformed this sim racing title for me. Gone was that slightly dead, wallowy, floaty feel sometimes you used to get mid-corner, where it was hard to know whether you're on the limit or not. You know exactly what this car is doing, when it's doing it, and why. And it's just such a pleasurable experience to better drive this car around this wonderful Imola circuit. I could never get bored of doing this. But you know, I have a new Asetek Prima direct drive wheel. And the force feedback, it's so clean, it's smooth. Whoa, a bit deep on the brakes there. And it's so responsive, it's just immediate. There's just no latency between the game, the PC and my hardware. And it means that you can really push the car to its limits and get instant feedback. You know, Kunos took a chance. They doubled down on a niche within a niche with these GT3 cars, but I think that gamble paid off in spades. This Ferrari 296 GT3 car in ACC looks great, sounds great, and it drives great. iRacing, with their new version of the Ferrari 296 GT3 that we're going to be testing next, it's got a high bar to try and clear, I'll tell you that now. But we're going to swap sims, swap cars, and we're going to find out if iRacing can take the fight to Assetto Corsa Competizione. So here we are in the all-new iRacing version of the Ferrari 296 GT3 as we once again find ourselves lapping around the wonderful Imola circuit. So this car is brand new for the 2023 Season 4 build. So it's got all the bells and whistles. should make for stiff competition for the ACC version. So let's start off with looks, and once again, because they use real life data including CAD drawings to create the virtual models in iRacing, these cars are absolutely perfect. They are just identical to their real life counterparts. Now, you will find that in iRacing the graphics don't quite pop as they do in ACC, and I think I prefer the sort of the reflections and the more sort of dynamic look to the cars in ACC, but iRacing's colour palette really does suit my eye and my taste, so it's not a clear win for ACC, but could be even Stevens, but for different reasons. Sound though, that's definitely a win for ACC, because I've always found iRacing sounds to be a little flat, not overly dynamic. I know that they've changed the engine model, and they have updated it, and they've included more, you know, of the sounds around the engine, such as dirt pickup and the exhaust notes and barbles and pops, but for me it's always felt a little flat, not quite as dynamic as ACC. So that's always been something that's let iRacing down, I feel, and that's a clear win for ACC. Now, this is the biggie. This is the most subjective thing of all. How does it feel? Which one drives better? Well, even though iRacing has a lower frequency force feedback model, I don't notice it when I'm out on track. The cars still feel responsive. They still feel sharp and snappy. The force feedback coming through the wheel is responsive. It's quick. It's clean, informative. I know exactly what the car's doing. I know why it's doing it, and I know what to do if I want to get a good lap. Whether I can get one, that's a different matter, but you can feel the car moving about. Maybe it's a bit more subtle than ACC, but it's definitely as satisfying to drive. Oh, this is a really tricky one, but do you know what? I think I'll leave my verdict as to which I think drives the best but when I announce the winner. Yeah, and that's coming up next. Yeah. I'll see you in a minute for my verdict and my winner. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to announce the winner. So I've tried the Ferrari 296 GT3 in both Assetto Corsa Competizione and iRacing, and for me, the winner is Assetto Corsa Competizione. It was a close battle, and both versions of the car in both sim racing titles was absolutely fantastic to drive, but for me, the sound in ACC was so immersive, so visceral, that it added so much to the experience that for me, that's the one I want to go back and race again, and again. So let me know in the comments. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? If so, why? Let me know. Let's have a good old discussion down there in the comments. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I really enjoyed this head-to-head, and I hope to do some more again later. So don't forget to subscribe and like. Make sure that you're ready for the next one. In the meantime, happy sim racing. Bye bye.